Welcome back to another episode of Monsters Den Book of Dread with Wando Bondo. Alright, I hope you're going to enjoy this episode. We're going to continue on level 7, Death's Champions. I think we're ready to do battle. I made a decision. I'm going to change up this Let's Play just a little bit. I'm going to add a bonus. Since we got this Orb of Resistance, I'm going to go ahead and kill the Corruptor, like the plan, just like the normal plan. But I was going to do Legendary Lures before the Corruptor to see if we could get some interesting items. But now that I got this Orb of Resistance, I want to see it on the ring from the Corruptor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one extra bonus video. I'm going to buy as many lures, Legendary Lures, as I can. And then I'm just going to do, after the Corruptor, I'm going to probably level 10. I'm going to do as many legendary lures as we have, or until we see one of each kind: the Gorgon, the Minotaur, and the Hydra. So let's see how that goes, and it'll be interesting. I think I want to see that and put that on a bonus session. With that said, I think we're ready to go ahead and do some battle. Let's check our quickness. I think we already had that planned out. All the weapons that we needed. We've got poison on this one, and we're not going to use this poison. I don't think we need to do that. Let's go ahead and give this a test run. We've already used this backdraft here, whatever you want to call it. And I went and looked up how to say this. It's Sabaton. So that's what these are. Soothing, plain forged plate Sabatons. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this. Alright, I think the plan was that Death is going to kill the Bone Horror. Blaze is going to attack the Wraith. And Brick, we'll see what happens. And then of course we have to see what Salazar does, because if he puts some kind of a shield, shield wall on this, the defending power, we're going to have to attack that unit. So, and we've got a curse, so that, and we're stunned as well. That wasn't so good. And vampire attacks from the shadows. This guy's 60. No, he goes first. 60. Okay. 167, and we just we can't kill it. But I don't know how much Ward's power does. If I knew, normally I would write this down. If it was really close, I'd write it down, see how much Ward does, and double that, and then I would know if I could kill it instantly. I'm going to go ahead and do, just to make sure, I think its best plan is to go ahead and attack. And Death is going to go ahead and do execute. That's the best plan there. That took a little bit of his damage because there's protecting. So now, well, that he's stunned. And Ward, I think the best plan was smite, but we can't smite this guy, so now the best plan is to heal up Death and keep going. Another curse, which really was not very useful for them. I'm not sure why they're doing that. I'm going to go defensive. It'd probably be better than trying to attack this skeleton right now. And Death can then work on this guy, and that doesn't do much damage, so he's just going to keep protecting. And then when he runs out of, okay, stunned, not stunned, not stunned, I'm going to go ahead and I think adrenaline is the key here. I don't want to be stunned anymore. And Ward, was he stunned? No. I think we're going to go ahead and heal ourselves, or probably blinding at this point is probably the best plan. Let's just go ahead and do that. And it didn't help us there, but look at that damage. He damaged himself on that, so that's going to be interesting. Then Skeleton gets to go on Brick, and Lich gets to go on Brick, so it's a little bit scary. I think I'm going to go ahead and stun this guy. I do not want him to kill Brick. That will be one less damage that can be done, so I definitely want that to happen. And yeah, they're definitely going after Brick. Let's go ahead and heal. That's a good idea. Ward, I'm going to go ahead and... I think I'm going to go ahead and heal Brick. Although he's cursed, he's not going to be able to hit next time, but he does need to save up some power. And they're already blinded. I think that's good. I don't think they can kill Ward. It would be just these two guys. The Wraith is the one that's very dangerous, and that blinding kicked in pretty good right there. Okay, let's go ahead and do this some more. Let's poison some more. I think Brick could take a damage, but I'm going to go ahead and stun. There's no sense in letting that skeleton attack us. And it's stunned, and it's still regenerating more than it's poisoned, so... And another miss. That's very good for we're going to save up. We're going to pass because we're cursed, and I don't want to lose damage for nothing. I think we're going to go ahead and remove any curses. What do we got? Just the one? Just the one curse. Then I'm going to heal Ward. I feel a little bit safer with that. There's really no reason to do anything else. Can we attack anybody else? No. But this guy's dead now, and that guy's dead now, so that was... And yeah, he just drained his life to get a little bit of, I believe, power. We're still cursed. I'm going to go ahead and save. I'm going to go ahead and pass to get more power. Now I'm going to go ahead and... Actually, I just want to keep healing. There's no hurry. We're gaining on them, if anything. Let's go ahead and start attacking. Just keep attacking. And Brick, yeah, we definitely don't want to let them get to us. And with 30%, yeah, let's just keep healing. Ward, go ahead and do a death strike here. Just to go ahead and start finishing some things. Let's go ahead and stun this guy so he can't do anything else, and we'll see what Salazar does. He's not cursed, so we can totally go ahead and hit that. Now that's dangerous. We don't want... saying, why doesn't he attack that whole time? He just doesn't. He just defends and defends and defends. I don't really understand it. It would be interesting if there was a purpose for it, you know, at some point. Like, okay... If it lasted several turns, he could defend, make them defend for several turns, and then start blasting or something. I don't know. But just to... Actually, let's pass. He's full of health. Let's heal ourselves. And now Salazar is going ahead and pounding us a little bit, but too little too late. And we're going to... We're still cursed. I'm going to go ahead and remove this curse now. He can't kill any of our guys, so... And that cured the poison too, so... That's good. And we can't do Death Strike here because they're immune to instant death. Insta-kill immunity, and we can start hitting again. And healing a little bit. That's pretty good damage. And we'll just keep on going. Well, Brick's the one that hits for the most, I think. Wow, he hits pretty good. Okay. And another one of these things we really don't need. Okay, we got to get rid of something. This is easy. Get rid of that. Can't use that really well. 8% chance to kill, 123 damage. Slightly better than this. Let's see this. Ooh, venomous with 28, but the quickness. We lose the quickness. What's this one? Yeah, let's dump this one instead of that one. 3 power regeneration. Can't use these on anybody really. Well, extra power generation, but then we'd lose the stun resist, and we're definitely working on that. And here again, we would lose our stun resist with less armor. Not good. We don't need that. Let's see if we can use this on anybody. No, we're going to put this Enlightened Hood on Blaze and double up and stack up the blinding, so we're not worried about that. Okay, we have 40 armor here. This one might be interesting because it's got pretty good armor. A little extra strength, so that's more damage. That's good. 2 endurance, that's good too, and 2 power regeneration. So in some ways, and we would gain 4 quickness on this. And you know, I think that's worth it. We're only going to lose a little bit of armor. Let's see, 16, but we're going to get 2 endurance, which gives us 8 more hit points. That's pretty good. You know, it's not bad. It's not great. We really don't need it. But since we have it, I definitely wouldn't buy it. But since we have it, let's see how much it drops this percentage. From 16 to 15. So again, if we figure he's getting 100 damage per turn when they're hitting him, that's only 1 damage savings. And so we're getting 8 hit points. So that'd be 8 turns before we would lose anything. And we get 3 extra strength to do some damage, so I think that's worth it. Let's see what this gives us. No, we're going to lose that health regeneration, and this one is we're going to lose armor and endurance and power. Yeah, it's really not something that good. Here's a poison reduction, and we're getting power regeneration from this. Yeah, so I think unless we find something else better, we're just going to get rid of that. It's not that worth anything. It's 28 poison, 8% chance to kill, which really won't help us against the Gorgon or anything like that. So almost silly to keep it. But we're going to keep it anyway. You never know. Here's a little bit of quickness. You know that one. Yeah, again, there's that health regen problem that we're missing. Alright, well, we get to go to the store. You know, we're going to get something before this, and all these things too. We're going to get something before these. 103 and 103, these are identical. I'm going to dump one of these. We're saving this Mithril Longsword. We might want to transform that so Blaze, if we get a chance, so Blaze can use that Ensorcelled Blade. Now this is going to be interesting. This is almost useless now. It's a level 2 item. Alright, let's get rid of all the level 2 nonsense now. We got to get rid of some of this stuff. Probably should start on the other end where everything is going to be level 6, level 5, level 3, level 2, goodbye, level 3, goodbye, level 3, yeah, I don't know. Since I changed my plan, I don't have to save everything anymore because I'm not going to be fighting the Gorgon right away. Level 2, goodbye. And that gives us a little bit of something. Alright, so what we have is a little extra cashola, and we can... Alright, we're 100% explored, 100% cleared, but we still have to go to the store. Alright, let's go to the store. A little bit of lady luck. See what we get. Still no potions. I'm very surprised. Well, we got an orb of toxicity already. This one's just 4 more poison. It's really not worth it. See, this legendary lure is only 19,000 instead of 22,000. So we're definitely picking that up. You know, let's go ahead and look first. See what... Ooh, another Shroud of Darkness. This time's 22% instead of 16. So that's an extra. So that instead of being 42, it would now be 48 blindness. That is pretty amazing, really. We might go ahead and pick this up. it just really won't hurt anything because we have that other helm. But we still can afford that and the legendary lure, so let's get the legendary lure. And then we have 16,000 left to spend. I think nothing here. Let's look at this. We got a speed, a rune of speed. That's good. Yeah, that might help this guy. I want a runed ring of speed. I'm not sure if this armor speed is worth the 3,000 gold that it costs to get it. It probably isn't. Here's a ruined cloak, but we don't have any cloaks. We got speed. We're probably going for speed. Here's a thick tower shield of might. That's not bad at all. Let me look at that. 310. No, that's just not enough of an upgrade to go for that. And this is a pretty good upgrade for that, but that's still not worth it. That Shroud of Darkness is looking pretty good right now. Let's see again here. Let's look for accuracy. Here we go. Soothing accuracy. That's right away. I'm picking that up. Let's see who to put that on. This guy. Let's see. It's probably Brick. Then we can add. Yeah. See there. We put that little buff on there, and now we finally found something. But I guess we didn't get the drop, so it doesn't. My theory's not holding up water too much. But in my mind, I got it because of that. So you can disagree with me if you want to. But the proof's in the pudding. Here it is. So we're definitely putting that on Brick. And now Brick has the ability to go ahead and use an execute if we want to, because he has a 100% chance to hit. So that's pretty good. And even if he's blinded a little bit, he'll still have a little bit extra possibility to hit. So anybody else can use this. 53 armor, 23% chance to resist stun. Yeah, those. And soothing, I definitely wanted. Soothing is really good. I just love that. So he's got 7 health regeneration there, 6 more there, and 6 more there. That's almost 20. It's close. Alright. We've got elixirs of speed. I'm going to go ahead and sell this. Even though we just lost our stun resist. Let's see if we can find an item. So there was accuracy there. We got that one. Let's see if there's an accuracy, soothing accuracy here. I don't think we need any more, actually. We've got one for everybody. No, here's one. Better than this. Runed accuracy. Oh, but then we got, well, 12% chance to hit is pretty good. We're at level 7. If we're going to use that ensorcelled blade, we need to get our accuracy up to 136, or as much as we can. This is level 7. We don't know if we're going to see anything else. Let's keep looking. We don't want to spend all of our cash crazy here. But and we do already have a little bit of accuracy, although we're going to need something else better. But at the same time, then let's look at weapons and see what's the chance of getting an accuracy blade. Well, staggering of speed, that's pretty nice. What about speed here? We're going to get a plain forged speed. Let's see what that is. That's +8, just like everything else. But I don't think we need that. And that ring of speed is not bad, but it's got protection with it, and that's not really going to help us that much. That's only a 1% change. And I'd rather get the Shroud of Darkness. Let me go ahead and get that. And then we'll see what we want to waste our money on. Actually, Okay, let's see now. This is the 22, and this one down here is the level 2 16. So you can see that it went up 6%. So each level, then 5 levels, it went up 6%. So I think it's going to max out at 25%. I'm not sure. Shroud of Darkness might max out at 25%. So 22% is not bad. We can probably get rid of this Shroud of Darkness though now. Unless we want to do instant retreat on somebody else. That's a thought. If we did Shroud of Darkness on this guy, he'll have an instant retreat over here. He'll lose this quickness, but we can then put something on his feet, and I don't remember what we have that we might be able to put on his feet. Wasn't there something better? Maybe quickness or something? I don't know. No, I don't think so. Probably just sold it. There's this jerkin of speed. Yeah, I'm not sure. We don't have to make a decision on this, but we will. I think we should get rid of this Shroud of Darkness. It's not really that amazing to mess with it. And let's see about this. Let's see. Well, let's just look through here real quick, see if we got anything of speed. Oh, Soap Robe of Speed. That actually looks really good. Again, we're losing our health regen. Let's see what else we have. Ruined of Accuracy. We'll lose our health regen. Soothing of Might. Soothing. I'm looking for Soothing Speed would be nice. I'd really like to keep up that health regen. Keep us alive a lot longer. Let's see if we have any Soothing Speed here, or Speed. We got Symbiotic Helmet of Speed. We just replaced this. Not too worth it. Soothing, Soothing. Soothing Discretion, now that's interesting. So that would give us 7 health regen and that discretion and more armor. Definitely an upgrade. If I got it, I would definitely put it on, but spending the money on it, I don't know. We only have 10,000 left. I want to buy as many lures as possible, and what I'm really looking for is Purifying Tenacity. And we said we were going to get that, and that right there, here it is. Boom. We definitely need to bump them up. That's the one we wanted. Let's see if it's an upgrade armor-wise. No, it's not. But it is a good for the stun. Wow, okay. That's tough because Damascene compared to Mithril. Level 4. Okay. Level 7 compared to level 7. Definitely am interested in that item though. Let's see. Purifying. Sabatons. Purifying Sabaton of Insight. Not interested in that one. I definitely want Purifying Tenacity. That's something we wanted. We'll only lose a little bit of armor on that, but we'll definitely pick up. We just lost some. We need this. We just need it. We need to start boosting this. This guy is just losing his. He just doesn't have anything to help him. So what else was there here? Let's look at what we just took off. Yeah, we lost 2 endurance and we lost some armor. We lost about 3% of armor. So when we go to the next level, we're going to lose that. But we've got 27%. Now 3 of these items at 27% is 90% resistance, and that's really good. So definitely want that. And we do have more things to sell if we need to. So that's pretty good. Yeah, we have a lot of items here. We'll have to play around with all that. I definitely would like more quickness, but we already have one there. And we could sacrifice that 2 power regeneration to get 8 more quickness. So I think we had 57 quickness, and 8 more would put us up at 65 even. But I think we're going to get some more speed items. I think spending the money on stuff, then you're just going to get more of it. Just seems like a waste to me. Oops, let's look at some weapons. And we already picked up one really good item, and now we're going to be blinding things. Let's see here. Venomous Elm Staff. We got Staff of Speed, so that's a little better. What about these swords? 115 damage. We're definitely going to have a lot more chance to find some unique and rare items on the way. We got level 8 to go and level 9 to go. And I think that spending all of our cash here, what I'm concerned about is potions. I tell you what. Fortunately, we've got, we would get more armor. We could always get more armor. We could get, let me see if we get any purifying tenacity over here. I think we already, this soothing discretion though might be interesting. I really want that. But I want to save up for some legendary lures as well, so we can have a good bonus episode. Alright, I'm going to let this go. Otherwise, I will spend all my money, and I'm going to save this. If it looks like, let's see what that percentage was. 47, 50, yeah, 3%. That's significant. But 47, we're going to drop down. Let's just see what happens. But now we've got 27 poison resist, 27 stun resist. We lost our, and we also have accuracy 107 where we didn't before. And let's see his health regeneration, 19. That is pretty good. Pretty good. 10 over here, 11 here, and 2 there. We could have had 18 on death if we would have picked up those boots. But like I said, I really don't want to spend that money on that. I want to get some more lures, and I want to get some legendary gear. That's what I want to do. And once we get that ring and put this orb of resistance on, nothing will stop us. We will slay everything. And we can move forward. And I know we've got these little rings around here, so it's saying we've got all these extra skills. But the truth is, there's nothing else useful. We got 2 extra skills. This guy, 2, 1, 2. What we could do is, of course, get these other skills here. But, let's play with a little handicap. And just to show how easy this game is with these guys, we really don't need it. And eventually we'll, if I was playing for the long run. But, I want to see what happens with this Corruptor without any extra bonuses. Or, I want to see if you can kill him straight up. I've done it before, so straight up without anything. Like if we put leadership, we might get an extra bonus attack. And, I don't want that to happen. I want to do it straight up. No bonuses, no nothing, just pure straight up killing. So let's see, 100% explored, 100% cleared. We went to the market. No blue altars and no question marks, no green question marks. I don't think we've seen a green question mark in this playthrough. So that's one thing we didn't get to check out. But we're ready to move forward. And the last one is the monsters. We haven't done that one yet, and it's the beholder. Yep, we're going to see the beholder now, and that's definitely going to be interesting. I usually go straight for that beholder, and I may switch to a bow this time. Put as much poison as I can on that thing, and just try to kill that beholder as soon as possible. All right, let's go ahead and do the regular plan. Otherwise, that beholder is just going to cut right through us. I think it ignores armor. It shoots for about 50%, ignoring armor completely, if I remember. Like I said, it's been a couple years since I've played, but I did play a lot when I did play. So, and I've got a chart to help me, because I was trying to do 4 barbarians on extreme, and I tell you what, that is the hardest thing in the world. Barbarians have one major flaw, and that's they cannot hit the back row. They can goad somebody else into hitting the back row, but none of them can equip anything that can hit the back row. So sometimes they can hit the back row, and I'm talking about they can't hit the back row when it's a full group. You know, when you're fighting the boss mob, there's 6 units. They can hit the back row if there's an empty slot. They can use charge. They can hit the back row, but they can't just hit wherever they want. They can only hit right in front of them. So that's a huge handicap. Even when you do have, you can't all focus. So let's say there's 3 of them. You know, 2 of them that can hit the back row. Then they have to divide up their damage. They can do stuns and whatnot with that charge ability, which is their best ability. But they really can't. They can't focus in on kill on anything. You know, they just can't do it. Now, when they have somebody else in the party that can hit in the back row, then they can use their skills to get them to strike the back row. So then they can focus their damage, and it's not too bad. But 4 barbarians by themselves really don't have a lot of synergy. They really struggle. They really struggle. Alright, so we're ready to explore this map. Let's see if we can open up this map. And we see Damathon. We've got a Greebler. We definitely want to have some. They don't poison that much, but they do go fast. Hopefully we'll get a quickness item now, and we can get in front of them. Stormdrake and Basilisk. Yeah, I would definitely like to have that Basilisk and not be able to stun me. The Arachnoid, I will kill it before it gets to touch me with death. I will definitely kill that. I don't want to have them give me any trouble. And you know, as a matter of fact, what I might do is kill the Arachnoid. Well, then I wouldn't have a, you know, actually I maybe have, yeah. I was thinking I could do it with Brick. I could kill the Arachnoid, but it would get to go first. It might cast its ability, and it would web us and bring some of us lower in the pecking order, and also it would blind us and whatever else, and that would be pretty much a disaster, because we need to kill Damathon as soon as possible. And to do that, I'm not sure. We may just try to heal through the damage, but our healing is not as strong as what Damathon can do. Damathon will put the pain on us, so we don't want that to happen. I think Death is going to attack that Arachnoid. Blaze is probably going to stun the Basilisk, maybe. Brick can insta-kill the Greebler. And then we can try to heal through the damage of Damathon. He's going to do a huge damage. I think he gets 2 attacks, and then he has to drain power from somebody else. I think he life leeches himself, or he leeches life from himself, or converts his own life into more power. So that's so it takes him a turn. So he'll shoot twice, and then he'll have to rest. Then he'll shoot twice, and then he'll have to recharge. And Ward could probably keep up with that ish, because he can heal and heal and heal and heal forever and ever. But the other units are going to start working the pain on him. But if we go somewhat offensive on this one, we may actually be able to do something, because once we get through the first row, then we can kill Damathon pretty quickly, and by then Blaze may or may not be dead. I'm okay with that. Basilisk should be dead. Brick, it's a pretty good strategy. Well, we want to see more of the map. We get to see what this Arachnoid's going to be like. We got to see more of the map, although we have seen what we're going to see here with Damathon. Let's just go ahead and hit this one and see if we can't move forward a little bit and check out most of the map. That's what I like to do on the beginning of the next level, is just at least check out the map, but I mostly just want to see what we're up against with the final group. Let's do this one battle and see where we go, see where it takes us. Let's check and see if we've got our death skill here. Yes, we do. And you know, this one might be a really good one. This well, 75 power. Wow, that's crazy. 189 damage times 3 guaranteed strike for only 75 power. That might be more useful. Let's just go ahead and throw it in there. We're definitely not going to use that power attack. Let's go ahead and throw that in there, and we'll see if it adds up. And we can also use our resolve here, to recover our health and help the healer if we need to survive against Damathon. Let's see if we can kill some things with that. That might help us attack Damathon, although I don't know what his speed is, but I'll have to check that, and that might be an option, how to get through there, because then I can save up a little bit more mana, rest one time, and then hit him with a triple shot, and might really do a lot of damage. If I remember, Damathon does not have a lot of armor, and he does not have a lot of hit points. So that's the plan. Alright, let's do some battle here. We're probably going to get in a little trouble. Wow, they're going straight for Blaze. Well, then we need to stop this one from hitting us, because we could possibly die. I don't really want these guys to hit me. Death can kill one of them. Let's stun this guy, and he's blinded now too. Actually, I needed to put that other blinding thing on there, and I didn't do it. Let's see, this one is 189, so that would be 300, short of 600. Definitely couldn't kill one of these guys, but it could probably kill something else smaller. Like these guys have 570. I might need to bump up the damage a little bit to really get that going, or I might get another weapon too. This weapon's already one cycle old, so well, at this point we're going to do an execute. And hopefully this guy does not use his web. He did, but Brick still has his power, so let's just go ahead and kill this. He's at 107% accuracy, so these guys are all blinded. That's no fun. Let's see if we can't... fortunately, they maybe could have killed Blaze if they would have went for it. Wow, now how come it got out? Oh, I was thinking I was going to be able to stun it before it went again, but I was slowed by the arachnoid, and then it was able to get out of the stun and give me nothing but trouble. Maybe I should have done arcane armor. That would have been a smarter maneuver. See, now I have the highest damage resist of all the whole entire party. I'm at 40. No, here's 42, 31, 13. So going defensive definitely would be a good idea. But let's work on these guys here. And blinding, probably. Let's see what happens. There's a miss. We already got it. So insta-kill on one dude is what it really boils down to. And that's exactly what happened. We got one miss and 2 hits. So that's what that blinding does. When you have 3 guys, you get, on average, 1 miss. And if you have 6 guys, you should get 2 misses. And because they have 65% chance to hit, which is about 2/3. And a miss, because we're blinded too. Alright, we're going to start getting our power back. Shouldn't have done that, probably should have healed. Or should have attacked. Wiping out one guy is always a good idea. And 2 misses, that's good. Wonder if that's a guaranteed hit, that thing. Alright, that guy's dead. Let's work on this guy. The bad thing about gargoyles, they have 80% damage resistance. They have a small amount of hit points, and so if you have a life leech, a vampirism, it doesn't do anything against gargoyles. So there's one downside. It's always these weird dynamics that you have to kind of consider when you're playing. You know, sometimes you think that you're counting on something, and then you have to adjust for these other little factors that pop up out of nowhere. Alright, we're going to rest. Ward is going to heal. And this gargoyle. See, now if we had Blaze with that extra hood on, we could blind this guy down to about 45%. So we're going to put that on, I think, as soon as we get some speed item or something. And we might end up going to the store before the final battle on this level, because we definitely want to get that, I think we want to make all those adjustments, get that speed item and all that whatnot. Definitely be helpful. This guy's 100% poison immune, and it makes sense. Oh, and yeah, he did get stunned though. He's 100% poison immune. Now he's got 99% damage resistance because of that spell I put on him. You know, he has to be 100% poison immune, because poison would just rip through this guy. He only has no hit points at all. Well, we're definitely not going to hit him, because that wouldn't do anything. Alright, we're full mana here, full power. Let's see what happens. He's stunned, and now we can just try to annihilate. We're full up, and finish. Let's see what we got here. We never checked his boots. 3 power and retreat instantly. See that? We could have bought that at the store, and then right after that we would have got this item, and it would have had, the other one had regen, which I like that better, but it would have been almost identical to this item. 3 power regen or 7 health regen, almost equivalent. That's very nice, and we just definitely got an upgrade for free. So it saved us the difference between what it costs, which was right here. We can sell it for 1,000. It would have cost us 3,000. I really don't like buying things from the store. It's just not very. It's not very useful. I think I'm not going to deal with this worn crop. Well, you know what? We may need that on this level. I think I want to stack poison though. I have to look and see if the beholder has a poison resist, very high poison resist or not. Alright, let's see what we got here. 4 health regen, or we could have reduced damage from poison. Well, that's interesting, but you know, health regen kind of counteracts that poison. I don't know what their poisons are right now. They're probably around 16, maybe 20, I don't know. So 28% reduced damage from poison is probably better than 4 health regen if we're going to get poisoned, and we may, so let's just save that too. Here's some health regen. That's an upgrade, pure and simple. And get rid of that. Finally, something. We're getting some upgrades here. Alright, we're going to save this just in case. You know I love to save stuff. Just in case. Alright, we can explore the map now. More goodies that we can't use. Yeah, here we go. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Well, I don't think we can see the whole map, but we're seeing some of it. We killed one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are some pretty big groups. We should be getting some pretty good. These are 5s, 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 and a 3. Yeah, so that's some pretty good deal there. Alright, the Ancient Ones. We're looking at working on the Ancient Ones and company in the next episode. We did everything we needed to do. We went to the store, we got some upgrades, we built up some things. We're starting to work on some poison resist and stun resist, which is very good. We don't want this dagger. And we'll still be missing out on some health regen, don't really want that, and dexterity. Oh well, we may use the dexterity this time. That's 520 gold though. But I like, you know how I'm superstitious, I like to put it on something that I want to get something better for. But dexterity, I'm just going to let that go. Don't really mess around with dexterity when it's only 2 more damage or whatever. What was it? I don't know how many dexterity it was. So maybe 2 dexterity is 4 damage, 3 dexterity is 6 damage. Whatever it is, I doubt it's going to make a difference. It could. If we don't kill something by 3 hit points or something, then we'll say, uh-oh. But the truth is, if we die, then that counts. But if we don't die, if somebody dies, that doesn't even matter. All that matters is that we win. And I'm pretty certain we're going to win. I think we're going to lose Blaze or Death. Or I don't think we're going to lose Brick or Ward. If Blaze goes defensive, then we'll probably lose Death. So probably isn't even worth it. I'd rather lose Blaze, I think. Death does more damage. Well, we'll see what happens there. Okay, another fine episode. We did well, a lot of progress. We'll see you for the next episode. Until then, be well.